Hey guys, this is Matthew Gardner here, just sharing with you a quick video on how to stay in the momentum cycle no matter what you're doing in life. So whether it's a business engagement or a personal relationship or maintaining a healthy body, staying on track with whatever it is you're doing, how do you do it? So there's basically three core components to maintaining momentum in life. So number one is you always have to know where you're going, right? Now that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to know exactly, specifically the destination, but you just have to have the understanding within yourself, in mind, body, and spirit, that you're perfecting something. That as I am right now, of course, I'm complete, I'm whole, I feel magnificent, I feel absolutely amazing, and I'm continuing to perfect that every single moment. So you're never static. You're always dynamic. You're always evolving, and you've always got this torus of energy where you've got an inflow and an outflow, and it just continues to evolve that way. So number one is you always have to know that you're always searching for more. Not so much searching for more, but you're always expanding into more. You're always allowing more life to come in to your experience, where you can recognize even more of your God energy, even more of your magnificence, even more of your authenticity. So that's step one. Step two is you have to be able to identify any obstacles that are in the way. So as long as you're identifying obstacles that may be coming up for you, then they're not really obstacles, because obstacles are only things that you don't have a full awareness of why they're there, but you know that you're a God, and you know that you're powerful, and you know that you're the creator of your reality. So it's like, well, if I know I'm the creator of my reality, and that means I'm the one creating my experience always, then that means I'm the one putting the barriers in front of myself, right? So you can look at barriers in two ways. It can either be, oh, this is a barrier that I've strategically placed here from a higher perspective so that I don't go down that road because I just don't need to. I just don't need that experience. Or you could say, oh, this is a barrier I've placed here because I had fear, or I had anxiety, or I had anger, or I had some sort of emotion or mental block that was actually stopping me from inviting in more authenticity and more light and more well-being into my life. And obviously, in the particular case of business, it's just, hey, I had a mental, emotional block here that stopped me from being wealthy, that stopped me from making greater connections, that stopped me from really just promoting myself in an authentic way so that I could have the collaborative business ventures that I really deserve. So step two is you got to identify, like, hey, if I do feel stuck, why is that? And, obviously when you're in this momentum cycle, you're identifying potential obstacles, but you're rerouting yourself far before or way before it could ever actually stop you. So the idea is to never get stuck, but to always keep moving forward. So the third component is all about positioning. So it starts again with awareness. Where am I going? And then it comes down to, okay, well, I've got these obstacles here, but because I know I'm a God, I know I'm powerful, I know I'm all that is, and I'm connected to the universe, and I'm connected to everything that exists, then I have the opportunity to remove these obstacles from my mind, from my body, from my physical experience, and I have the opportunity to reposition them in a way that it's actually going to benefit me and serve me. Because the thing you have to remember is everything in life comes as a result to serve you. It's here to work for you. Nothing is in your life to hinder you or to cause you pain or suffering or any kind of negative emotion or anything like that. It's all here for you to arrange in a way that makes sense for you. So it's all about how do you position these potential obstacles. So obviously you identify, oh, there's an obstacle here, and now I'm at peace with it. Now I've recognized, hey, I'm powerful and I have the power to position it in a way that's going to work for me, right? So if you have a particular business situation where something just doesn't seem to be working, well, stop thinking about it so much and look for ways that you can perhaps approach it from a different angle, right? Or if you're in a relationship where, you just can't seem to communicate on a certain level, consider, am I involved in this relationship in a way that is serving me? Do I need to be engaged with this person at the same sort of level that I am right now? Or could maybe I spend less time with this person? Or could I just approach this person in a different way? Could I communicate with them in a different language that they're actually going to understand? So what can often be helpful is just to pick up a resource that can help you view that particular situation differently if you're having a challenge, right? So it could just be like reading a book or listening to someone who's already been through a similar obstacle before. But the thing to keep in mind with momentum is, number one, awareness, meaning you know where you're going, you have an idea of that, and you're always directing yourself forward for evolution and progress. Number two is you're identifying any obstacles and just being at peace with it, knowing that, hey, I put the obstacle there, that means I can move it, which leads to the third step where you reposition it in a different way where it serves you, and that ultimately leads you to not only recognize that you're a powerful being who's always creating your experience, but it also enables you to just align with the greatest outcome and align with what is life showing me, right? So sometimes life's showing you, hey, there's, a book to read, or there's something to experience from a YouTube video or a movie or anything of that nature. And sometimes it's just, hey, life's showing me a conversation that's opening a new door with a new relationship that's going to grant me a new opportunity. Or sometimes it's just you're doing a Google search that's related to what you're working on, and suddenly you find a new way to approach it. But the important part of maintaining momentum is to always be looking for another point of view as to how to approach things and realizing, hey, I never get it. I'm always getting it. And the moment you arrive at the idea like, hey, I've got it and I figured it out, life is automatically going to show you a way that you haven't got it and you haven't figured it out. So the idea is to always be in a state of evolution and growing and learning and mastery. And that's really what being a student is. Being a student and being a master, they really align to become the same thing, because it means you have beginner's mind and you're always ready to move forward into a new direction, and you're following the flow. You're going with the current of life, the natural rhythm that whatever it is that you're focusing on, that particular project or relationship or circumstance, you're going with the current and rhythm that it's naturally flowing in, and you're not resisting and you're not fighting and nothing like that. It's just a pure surrender to the God energy and the God power that you truly are. And once you embrace that, and of course it's something that you work on daily, as I talk about working on this and affirming this in the morning and in the evening before bed, so that you're always reconnecting and aligning with that God power to know that you are powerful, and start to rewire your mental and physical and emotional pathways so that you're creating that God-like experience 24/7. So it takes time to do, but persistence is the key. So just be consistent with how you're practicing to be God, and you'll always have momentum in your life. So again, 3 steps is know where you're going, identify the obstacles, and then reposition them from your higher self, and you'll always be clearing the road for a greater pathway. And with that, again, my name is Matthew. I thank you for watching the video. Apply these techniques, or apply this mental imaging of momentum, and I guarantee you'll see results. And give it at least 30 days before, putting it aside. Give it a good solid month. Try it out and give me your feedback. Tell me how it works for you. I love hearing your comments. And if you have questions, please, I'm here to serve. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.